amount of time. So, Joe, I'm going to start off with this one. I was just asking you about this. I don't really see it. I know in your set review you rated this quite high. Stonjourner VMAX. So I want you to talk to me a little bit because I know you rated it, I think a four, I believe, right in your
Yeah,
review.
yeah, I rated it pretty high.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
talk to me about Stonjourner.
What are we gonna do? Am I gonna like speculate a tier, or do we talk about it and then
Yeah.
decide together? What
Well,
do you
with
want to
this
do?
one, because I haven't formulated a good opinion, I'm going to let you run off of a little bit. You tell me where you put it, and then I'm going to see it based on your discussion with this Stone Journey in particular where I'm going to put it. Because for most of
All
us,
right.
sort of know I have my idea, but if it was up to me, I'll be putting him down here, 3.5, and I
Really?
don't think
Wow.
it's that bad. So, and I know you've seen something, so convince me, slide him up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just out the gate, obviously every VMAX just has that amount of hit points that is silly now. So
Yeah.
just that raw stat. Unfortunately, it's only got a 3 retreat cost, not a 4, so you can only use the giant charm or whatever it's called. But 360 is pretty sizable. You have good Guz Hala synergy because you can get Dojo, you can get the Karate Belt, and you can just play units or Auroras, whatever you want to play. And you're pretty okay playing a tag call like mini package because Malolana's so good for the deck, and you can even weave in things like Marsh Champ if you want to in the list.
Oh, okay.
So there's like a little mini tag call package available, which I like having as an option just because it gives you good like consistency in general, and accessing Malolana at a key point is really important when you're a tanking deck. His first attack is really good to just help the tanking, like if you miss a Malolana or if you're just lacking the energy to actually get swinging. So like you can just end your turn healing 120 and attaching an extra energy to yourself. So you basically can like undo a ton of pressure from people
Yeah.
a lot of the time. So if you're having a slow game, you can still do okay, which is really good.
And this is
Um,
just I'm just going to read out the cards as well. Was you talking about the base V attack there? The one that's 1 for 40? No, that's the
so
armor
that's the
press, right?
VMAX. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
first guy, he can do little prods, 40 and reduce 20. And that 40 is actually pretty good when you have Dojo and Diancie available.
Yeah,
That's a lot of the time knocking
yeah.
out Jirachi pretty easily. It's knocking out some like evolving basics and stuff. Obviously, your type coverage is a big plus for Stone Journey just in general.
Yeah.
If people are getting creative with Snorlax or if Picarom's coming back in a big way. Obviously, it won the most recent Japanese tournament, so it's a little bit like on the radar right now. So just a nice typing. You're weak to grass, which like doesn't matter at all, basically.
That's
So
basically no weakness there.
when you're a tank and you have basically no weakness, that's obviously very good.
Yeah.
I can really see a couple schools of thought. Really like a heavy in DDV super tanky list, almost like a stall variant kind of thing that like eventually pressures with attacking, but really doesn't try that hard. Really
Okay.
just doing a bunch of damage each turn.
Sounds a bit reminiscent to like Quadlapras from back in the day, maybe.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I mean,
Without as
Quadratras-
much
yeah.
denial, but like eventually I will be doing 160 a turn, and it
Yeah.
will and you will lose.
Yeah, it's like if you just put enough annoying tools in your deck, your opponent has to play differently around the fact that you can also start smacking them. It makes them
Yeah.
play cards, which is pretty good, especially because the healing naturally attaches energies. So you're doing the removal and pressure at the same time, which is pretty cool. And then there's the other option, which is a bit more sort of speedy and a little bit more aggressive, where you can use something that I really like is the little Zygarde from Unified Minds, I think it was, that never really saw play. But now we have Ball Search again. And a basic like that, essentially, it's a really good version of Baby Yveltal. And those sorts of effects in previous formats have been really good. And especially with V Pokemon being harder to gust than like regular GX Pokemon, it's really nice just to throw some Pokemon into the active that are single prizes while you let the big guys sort of get built up. Those Zygardes can do some good like early damage pokes because Stonjourner, like in air quotes, only does 200. So having those early pokes
Yeah.
can really just set up math or take those like individual prize knockouts as well. So I think there's a lot there. I feel like I can't ever put him above tier 2, but I think he'll probably be in and around that tier 2, depending on how popular Pikarom ends up becoming. If Picarom's just kind of like how it was in this format, Stonejourner's like not really going to get a huge look in, but it may end up being like the Guardian of this format where it just has like one or two key matchups that it can target, because the amount of healing it has is probably good against like some ADP builds and stuff like that, some two-shotting style decks, or like defensive Zacian, stuff like that. Just you can just out heal those sorts of archetypes. So you'll just snatch a couple easy wins just out the gate. And Pikarom being one of those easy wins is pretty tempting for me. So I think it's definitely a reasonable card. And from my early play testing with the archetype, I've not felt it be that clunky or anything like that compared to a lot of the other lists that are potentially on this tier list. So it's just like it's pretty self-sustainable and pretty easy to just get rolling pretty much every game because you really don't need much. You can just kick off with a few basics and get the Yveltal rolling, and you're pretty much there. So I think it's fairly low maintenance and a pretty decent deck overall.
Yeah, you see that, guys? This is why I wanted to get someone cool and someone who knows their stuff. Because I look at Stonjourner and I just see 200. What's all that about? Rubbish. It's not a glamorous deck. It's not like look at me, pow pow pow. This is one of those sort of decks where it's gonna, you're gonna be attaching energy, doing a bit of healing, and you will be smacking stuff eventually. So this is why we got Joe on. Okay, so now I sort of know where we're going. I'm gonna put it. I can't put him in 3. I want to put him down at 2.5. I mean,
all right, I'll have that. I'll take that.
Convince me a bit, but not enough to put him in the 2. But I don't think it's
That's
bad
fair.
enough to be down in 3 and 3.5.
That's fair.
Hey guys, thanks for watching that video. Much appreciated. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't hesitate to subscribe. I try and put out as much stuff here as I can. Full deck profiles plus games, topic conversational pieces regarding anything in the TCG. Check out my Twitter, check out my Facebook. That's where I get most of the updates, sort of see what's going on behind the scenes, all that good stuff. Also check out the SoundCloud for the full bi-weekly podcast. If you're interested, if you like the conversational pieces, go check that out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day.